Hi dear Akers. Today I'm going to explain the data type concepts. This is the one of the most important topic in our coding subjects, okay? Because when we are declaring the variables, so on the time we don't know which type of the values we are storing in a variable. So we have to declare what type of the data we are storing before allocating the value into the variable. So that's why we are always going to use the data types. So all this definition also say tell the same things. A data type specifies the type of the data a variable can store and the amount of memory allocation to it and how much memory we are allocating to that variable also, that is also matters. So that's the reason we are using the data type for these two aspects. One is the variable can store the data type, what type of the data, and another one is the memory allocation to it, how much memory we have to allocate for the variable. So that's the reason we are using the data type. Okay, so there is so many data types. So mainly we are considering these five data types. For the first one is the character, the second one is the int and float, double and byte. So character data type, so this character data type stores the single character. So it will always going to store the single character, especially when we are using the initial blood groups and the grade marks. So on that time only we are using the character data type. So stores a single character and the memory will be allocated to only one byte memory will be allocated. The format specifier is percentage %c. Just remind it. Okay, I mean remember it. Okay, we will explain in the practical session. And another one is the int. The int stores the integer values. It will always going to use the 4 bytes, I mean allocate the 4 bytes of the memory location. The format specifier is the percentage %t. And next one is the float. Float stores the decimal numbers and the memory will be allocated to 4 bytes only. The format specifier is percentage %t. And final one is the double. Double stores a double precision of the decimal number. It means more than these numbers. The memory location, sorry, 8 bytes of the memory will be allocated to this double data type, and the format specifier is percentage %lf. So this format specifier shows what type of the data we are storing to the compiler. Yeah, the compiler will understand by watching, I mean by understanding this type of the format specifier. Otherwise, the compiler will never going to understand what type of the data we are storing in a variable. So that's the reason we have to mention this format specifier. So okay, we will discuss the character right now. Okay, so this is the basic program. I will remove the entire program from here. I will write the fresh program. Hash include stdio dot h. Hash include stdio dot h. So this is the header file that I'm accessing from the compiler, because I have to use the printf and scanf functions. So this is the reason I'm using the hash include stdio.h header file. And next one is the int main function. So this is the starting point of the function, and here main function is the starting point of the function, and int is the return type. So that's the here it's not a data type, here it's a return type. Okay, so that's the reason we have to use the rutur in return 0. It will says the successful execution. This command will be sent to the compiler. So that's the reason we are using the return zero statements. Okay, and next, right now we have to declare the character data type. Here, char is the data type, and age, not age, grade, grade is the variable name, and in single quote or double quote we can mention a grade I got in my academics. So a grade is mentioned here. So the a is allocated to the, stored into the grade, and grade have only one byte of the memory. So a is already stored. We can't store the a b, a plus, a c, because only one byte of the memory will be allocated to this memory location, this character memory. This grade memory, but it's a character data type. Okay, so that's the reason only one byte is allocated, and I have to print this grade. Print f percentage percentage c is the format specifier, comma, and the value, what value I have to pass to this print statement, that is grade semicolon. Here the grade will be passed to this format specifier. When the print function is printing this value, print function compiler will understand, so what type of the data I am printing, like that. So that's the reason we have to mention the format specifier, because compiler should understood what type of the data I am printing. So that's the reason we have to use. And this is the return zero. It will give the successful execution statement to the compiler. And once I will run the code, the grade will always going to print a. Run. Yeah, our output is a. Okay, the next one is the, okay, the next topic is the integer data type. Okay, the integer data type. Int, I have to use this data type. Int age is equal to 25 semicolon. So in a age variable, I'm storing the 25 value to the age variable memory location. So here I have to use the percentage d format specifier, and the value I'm passing to this percentage d is, in a print statement, is age. So this is the syntax I have to explain you once. There is a syntax I have to explain once. First one is the data type. The second one is the variable name equal value semicolon. So this is the syntax. We have to follow this syntax when we are declaring the variable and the data type. Okay, especially variable. Data type should be there, and the variable name should be there, equal what type of the what value I am storing it into this variable. So all three values should be here. Okay, should be there. So here I declared all the values. The first one is the data type, the next one is the age, and the third one is the value. In a previous, when we discussed the character data type, on that time also this is the same syntax we followed. Now also we are following the same syntax. So percentage d and age I'm printing. So when we are using the integer value, on the time we have to use this format specifier, that's it. And it's not a rocket science, it's very easy concepts. So print age, the age is 25 will be printed. The next one is the float. It means it follows the decimal points. My percentage. So first is the float is a data type, and the variable name is I will give the percentage. Percentage. Okay, percentage. Percentage is 95.6. So this is the percentage I am using, percentage value. So if you want to print this percentage value, you have to use the format specifier, that is EF, and the variable name is percentage. Percentage. Okay, can I run? I will run this code right now. So I got a 95 point, sorry, 95.599998. It will be always a 95.6, the same value. Okay, and I will change the value here, 95.9. We will check 99. So 95.98, the last value will be little bit of changes. We can check in this compiler only, not every compiler. This code blocks compiler only, okay? This code blocks compiler, it was getting changed, but another compiler, it will never going to change the values. When it was printing the value, it will always going to print the only, sometimes only two decimal places only. So if you want to print only last two decimal places, here you have to use percentage dot to f. Then only you can print the, only after the decimal point only two values you can print. It will give the exact result. Okay, not like that, it will give the exact result. Okay, next, the double. So here only I will change the double value. Double, the same value, the percentage it will be remains 8967812 so like that I will give the value. I given a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 numbers. I will give one more number, 11 number after the dot. Okay, so dot means I have to use the format specifier, that is LF, percentage LF, percentage LF. I will print the same double type of the variable values. So I will run the code. So in a double, I'm printing after the dot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 decimal point numbers only I'm printing, not more than that. But in a variable, I store the so many values, 11 numbers after the decimal point. But when I'm declaring the decimal points, I'm only storing the, I'm only printing the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. And final one is the void. When I'm declaring the void, it will give the error, I think, void. I can't store any value because 0 bytes will be allocated. It will give the error. Percentage is equal to 9, I think. So void don't have the any return type, so we can't print the void values also. So when you have to declare the variable, that is the dummy variables, on the time it is only for the future purpose. Okay, future purpose, on the time only you can use the white data type, otherwise it is not use. Okay, no need to use this white variable. Okay, I hope today we completed all the data types, very important data types. Okay, so many data types are there, but these five data types are very important to learn the coding quickly. Okay, thank you for listening my class. Bye.